Hi, this is Cindy. Welcome to my channel, to Fabulous Friday, where you never know what you might get. And boy, do I have a bunch of stuff to talk to you guys about today. I have a whole pile of things, and we're going to talk about all of this in a minute. I'm going to set it aside. We'll deal with it one at a time. The first thing I want to talk about to you, though, is why I didn't do a video last Friday. I'll tell you, it's been a month for October. At the end of October, my husband had heart surgery. He had an ablation done, and it was successful. Short version, it was successful. Long version, he was on the table for 3.5 hours because she found more than one spot that needed to be blasted. And they don't do ablations. Well, some do, but there's a new technology out, fairly new, like only 2 or 3 years old, that not using heat, not using cold, but using, I don't know, electrons. They're working at the cellular level. I am absolutely amazed at this. They're working at the cellular level, and they kill an individual cell that is misbehaving. When the heart goes into AFib, it's because you have a cell that's sending the wrong electrical signals. So they kill that cell so it stops misbehaving. Well, turns out he had a couple different spots where that was happening, and one of them proved a little bit tricky. So it took her 3.5 hours, but she came out of the operating room and said, "I win." she got them all. He was in good shape. But because the surgery took so long, and because it was going to be so long before he got out of recovery, they ended up keeping him overnight. So that was Tuesday and Wednesday. I brought him home Wednesday. Thursday we spent learning about how life is going to be a little different for a little while, because he can't lift anything over 10 pounds. He can't drive. So all of this stuff, he can drive now, but he couldn't at the time. Yeah, we're learning a new rhythm here. So that kind of threw me all off, and I did not get a video done for Friday. I did, however, get some time in the craft room over the weekend and all throughout the week. So I have some things to show you. The first thing I'm going to show you is this. This is all you're going to see of it. I'm not showing you what's inside. This will be for sale in my coffee shop. By the time you're watching this, it is now for sale. It is expensive, and I apologize for the expense. It will come in a vintage box just like this. It's going to be wrapped up, and there's another thing to go on top of it that I'm not showing you, but this is going to be for sale. What is it? It is an advent calendar. There are 25 envelopes, 25 days. Yes, you can take it and open them all in the same day. It is your option. But inside each envelope is something to craft with. Sometimes there's multiple things. Sometimes there's only one. Depends upon the day, depends upon the object, but there will be something to craft with. There are a few finished products in there, a few finished pieces, but mostly it's stuff for you to use as you do your own crafting, including the envelopes. I did not decorate many of the envelopes because I wanted you to be able to decorate them to your heart's content. So that's the first thing. The second thing, this paper, I'm hoping the kind of pinky purpliness shows up. We have pokeweed that grows wild at the cabin. It grows wild here at the house, and I keep pulling it. But it gets these purple berries on it, and the purple berries make a good ink. And in the old days, in the Civil War, when the men would run out of ink, they would boil down pokeberries and use the juice from the pokeberries in their pens in order to write. And when you write with pokeberry, it's purple, but then it fades to brown. That's why you see a lot of those old letters written what appears to be in brown ink. It was actually purple ink, and it has faded. So I made a bunch of papers, and I dyed a bunch of them, and I wanted to show you what they came out like. And you'll see that several of these, I haven't ironed them up yet or anything, But you'll see that several of them have a little bit of green on them from, I don't know what. There was green in the dye. I don't know. I have no idea where the green came from. But you'll see that some of them are fading to this brown. They're starting to fade to brown in it. And that's okay with me. I really like how it's done. I can't wait to iron these up. This page, which has also got some areas that are turning brown. I don't think the papers themselves won't turn brown. They're going to stay, especially if I keep them out of the sun. They will stay pink, because you'll see that much of it is staying pink, but some of it has started to turn brown. And this was my flicking off page. I didn't do this with gloves on. I probably should have, but thankfully it washes off after a while. And I would do the pages, and then I would flick my fingers onto this page, and then I took a mug and just did some things on it. So that was fun. So that's number 2. So that's 3 things so far. I told you about Stephen, I've told you about the Advent calendar, and I've told you about pokeweed. This is 4. So this is 4. I had to redo it because my address was showing. And this is upside down. All right, so there is a company called Sanderson Design Group that allows you to pick up to 5 samples to be sent to your house at no charge for the samples. You have to pay for the shipping and handling. It's $10. So these samples cost me $10, these fabric samples. And they are all William Morris designs. Oh my glory. I expected the sample sizes to be, about as big as the label. I, expected a small sample size. That's not what I got. This is what they sent me. I'm going to show them to you one at a time. I can't wait to do some work with these. Look at this. This is big enough to make a journal cover out of. I didn't even measure the size of it. Let me see what the size of it is. This is 18 inches by roughly 18 inches. So that's going to be enough to get 2 journal covers out of. Or 1 if I choose to do the same fabric on the front and the back. Isn't that beautiful? It says Morris & Company on it. This is another one of the samples I got. It was hard to pick because they have probably 100 different samples, 100 different patterns. But these are drapes, or could be drapes, or heck, you could buy the fabric to do upholstering. And they're meant to be, they match the wallpaper, so you can have drapes that match your wallpaper. Now, how expensive is this stuff? Most of this was $295 a yard. A yard. Oh my glory. I love this. That's going to be beautiful on a nature journal. But this is not cheap fabric, and it's really, this is all printed. It is a printed pattern on here. This one is folded a little differently. I'm not sure why, but it's the same size. No, it's not quite the same size. Where is it? This one's only about 17 by 18. So this one is a little bit shorter. It's still going to be plenty big enough to get 2 different journal covers out of there. Oh my glory. Now, wait till you see the last piece. Hang on, I'm folding. At this point, obviously they need to be ironed. I'm not worrying about that right now. But wait till you see this last piece. Now, I'm going to warn you, this last piece was not $295 a yard. It is $595 a yard. Look at this gorgeousness. And this is all embroidered. Yes, it is machine embroidered. It's hard to tell which is the right side and which is the wrong side. I think that might be the right side. But I'm thinking I might cut out these as appliques and put them on a journal. Can you see that on a nature journal as an applique? Oh my glory. I'm going to put the link down below so you can order them. You can get 5 samples, and it's going to cost you $10 to get the 5 samples. Oh my glory, it's just absolutely stunning. Yeah, that's the back side. So this has been an absolutely wonderful, fabulous Friday for me, because I get to show you everything that I've been doing, everything. And I'm not even bringing out, I've been making journals. I've been making, I did the video for Monday. I have been doing all sorts of things, and I got some Happy Mail this week. I want to say a thank you to Lisa for the Happy Mail. I already put some of the other pieces away, but I'm looking to put those in journals. I have been making, I have to show you this. I have 2 signatures here, 3 signatures here. I'm debating about doing a very large 3-signature journal, but I think I'm not going to. I think I'm probably going to end up doing these as separate journals. I don't know how I'm going to do these, but I have been putting together signatures. I have such a good time putting together signatures and just playing and seeing, you know, what I could put together. And I needed the opportunity just to play and just put some stuff together. And then this one I just put, as I've been finding things that I want to make sure I include, I've just been dropping them in there. So, fabric swatches, pokeweed dyed paper, Christmas journals, an advent calendar, and my husband had heart surgery. I think that was enough for the past week and a half, actually 2 weeks, for the past 2 weeks. If you are enjoying these videos, please make sure you hit that subscribe button and click the like button to let YouTube know what's going on. Put a comment down below. What have you been up to these past 2 weeks? Let me know, because for me, it's been busy. And on top of all of that, it was Halloween. We had Halloween in there. So make sure you hit that subscribe button and make sure you click the like button to let YouTube know that you are enjoying these videos. In the meantime, this is Cindy signing off.